Nation.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. At their own 23-yard They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
Part of why they came into this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Throwing Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Nix from the shotgun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So 0 for 2 throwing the football and a very quick 3 and out to start the game.
Look, stats are going to be decided as the game goes on. The bottom line is that's not the quick start that every team looks for when they begin a game.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did. And I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Raiders had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
That's complete to Pearson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works makes it past the 50. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
It's the rookie out of the third round. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Jeanty. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Ready.
On the draw, here's Jeanty. About 3 yards there to the 27. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Out of the gun now on third down. He'll find Jeanty out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ashton Jeanty, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a... He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have regained the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead at 10-7.
Makes the score Broncos 10, Raiders 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunter. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know, and most of them now know their limits. and know what they can get away with, and there's a completion right there.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. When you look at this Bronco defense, they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
60 Eagles, 60, 18, Pioneer. Cup 19, Cup 19.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
It's now fourth down.
Every day come cool and shady. I'm airing you cause I'm an anxious state. The worries daily. But if I link my keys, it goes away.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 83 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
This now a 3rd and 4. Nix to the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
12 more yards. That's another Broncos first down. A gain of 12. First down, Broncos.
To throw, here's Nix. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
First down. First and goal, Denver.
Back to the air with Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Here's Nix. Now he's going to step up and run. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. He gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field? and they find each other for the completion.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize, put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Wright. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On play action, here's Nix. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Justin Jefferson with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Broncos have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they can't bring him down. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go now.
They'll drop the throw. And that'll be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60%. Just to
Wiseman complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 1st down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
For a Las Vegas 1st down.
65. Come on.
1st and 10 at the 48.
Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to move that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
19 Tiger. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
We know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball in a passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jahdae Barron.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's a give to Wright. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 103 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? To throw is Nix. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 39 yards on the punt, giving just 1 yard on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it. Most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
The Las Vegas first down.
60.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. And he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Ready. 60 Eagle.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Now it's Nix. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down.
And the Broncos.
Here's Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart. Decision to just get rid of the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Nix once more. And he comes back with one complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
13 yards on the play.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Off the play fake, Nix. This to Laporta, right side. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Right. Is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Sam Laporta, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Dragon 60. Go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here we go. Jack. Mustang 19. Coogan.
They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
But not before he's inside the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 26-yard line. A give out of the gun to Genty. Pat Surtain up to make the play.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 9. They'll look to throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The gain of 5. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Carlson is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And some room to maneuver. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 118 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing Nix. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Another Broncos first down. A gain of 12. First down, Denver.
Operating from the gun. Nix. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw. Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Third and 19. Back to throw. Nix. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time in the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Good talk by John A. Barrett. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Nix. He's got room to roam. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think the coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Broncos first down.
They'll give this to Wright, running right. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Nix to the air. Now he's going to step up and run. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And they do get it down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
To throw, here's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Nix. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2.
It's now 3rd and goal.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Sam Laporta with career touchdown number 60. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Let's go now.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play there for Vegas. 45 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Balled it to 26, 2nd and 7.
Cougar 19.
They'll set up a throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
128 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll go again here with Wright. Fighting him on. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Nix. On the comeback route, he's got Jefferson. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Justin Jefferson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Raiders 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 6. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
60 Eagles. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers.
On third down, he'll drop the throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. That's to his running back, complete. No move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now a give, running left is right. That's a strong running. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
To throw is Nix. And it's caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Completed to Justin Jefferson. A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now it's Nix.
2-yard line.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown.
A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Broncos get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, Coach just talked about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And now here's another interception. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on the swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And he's taken down inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll go play action with Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 26-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 7. On the give, this is right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority 1.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Bo Nix punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos are on their way to a 2-0 start. So, Charles, they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. Now, last week, they had the close victory. This one more commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best. They got the win, but they weren't really on top of their game. They put it all together here in this one, haven't they? What an impressive performance.
Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against it.
That's a good way of putting things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. 4-yard pickup. That gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jack Bech, 82 yards. And the Raiders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. extra point by Carlson. Up and go. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Raiders 24.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, partner, because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now he'll go down the middle for getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
That good for 19 and a first down.
At the 9-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Nix. And he's got it. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 1. Nick's going to keep this himself to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
They're going. It's Nix. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Raiders are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Here we go.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had a short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try to do it again. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
76.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
Now a toss play for Wright. And he takes advances just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That burst good for 20 and a first down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On first down, they'll stay with Wright on the ground. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll go right back to Wright. It's out. It's loose. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. That one looks like he'll throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Harvey. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harvey. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier.
Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Lost, man.
Without a doubt, the head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point, and the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast.